Hey guys, it's Amy Jo. Hope you guys are all doing well. I wanted to show you, I've been making some fidget toys for Nat and Essie's channels, and you know what? I wanted to make one for the Amy Jo Show too. So I've made a rocket so far, and I just finished making this video, and this is celebrating the Paw Patrol movie. So I made a bone, like a dog bone. And let me show you what else I made. I made a different style one. This is more like poppets. And this one was fun, but it was really hard. Really hard. And I might make one of these for the Amy Jo Show, but in today's video, I'm gonna be making this style. This is really satisfying. Okay, let's get to work. Okay, so if you know me and if you've been watching my videos for a long time, then you know that I love Shopkins and I especially love Dippy Avocado. So we are going to make a Dippy Avocado inspired fidget toy. We're gonna be using some cardboard, some foam, the plastic part of this gum. This is dentine ice. We're not gonna use the gum. And we're gonna also use some glue. We're gonna transform this into a little fidget toy of Dippy Avocado. Step number one, you have to decide what you're going to do. I knew that I wanted to do Dippy Avocado, so I kind of sketched out the shape of an avocado. I did that onto chipboard. You could do this onto paper, whatever you have around the house. Then I used an old box and I traced that onto the cardboard. You do need something thick, like there's cardboard in between the layers of foam. So you need something thick. The next step will be to, let's see, I think what I'll do is cut this in half, trace that on there and cut that out, and then yeah, we'll just be doing a lot of tracing and cutting, but it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be cute. The hardest part about making this fidget toy is finding the dentine ice. I had such a hard time finding it. I actually had a friend find it because I couldn't find it, so I just put everybody on alert. If you see dentine ice, please buy me some. Okay. So I want to make sure that I have enough space down here to do a cute little face. So I think that's about the right spot. Full transparency. I actually meant to trace that onto this one. So I'm gonna do that all over again. Okay, so here's the trick. I've traced it on there. It's not perfect. You don't have to be totally precise, but you have to be pretty close. So you can see that if I cut on this line, when I try to push this through the hole, it's gonna come right through. So you wanna cut on the inside of the line, leaving a little bit of space so that you can glue this part onto the cardboard. So you want to have a slightly smaller hole than this. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna do some cutting now. I'm gonna cut this out and I'm gonna cut this out. So I have made several fidget toys now, and I've learned some tricks along the way that I will pass on to you. The first one is what I just shared with you, that I'm gonna cut this out next. I'm gonna do it off camera so I can really concentrate, and I'm gonna be cutting right inside the line. Okay, be back in a sec. Now, if you cut it too small, that's okay. It's better to do it too small than to do it too big. You can just cut a little more off. That's what I had to do. But as you can see, it fits in there very nicely. Now the next part is a little bit tricky. When you're making this and you're cutting all of these holes, because we are not precise like a factory, we don't cut everything exactly the same. So I've learned. Let me show you. Let me show you my very first fidget toy. This might help illustrate the problem. So this side looks pretty good, right? It's fun, it's working, they're popping in, they're popping out. It's great. But look at the back. So they don't line up. They don't line up because I was just tracing everything stacked on top. And when you're doing this, you have to think of it more like a book. Like you have a top or a front and a bottom or back. So I'm gonna cut this in half. And I'm gonna be thinking about this as my top, okay? And this as my bottom. So what I have learned is that it's really smart to trace it once and then to hold the two pieces of foam or paper, if you're using paper, to hold them together really tightly to cut them out and then keep track with which one is the top and the bottom. And I do that by opening it like a book or thinking of it as a sandwich, okay? Because eventually, once we get it cut out, this is gonna go in the middle and we're gonna have a top and a bottom. So we want everything to line up, okay? So we're gonna trace once and cut once with everything stacked together like this. Also, you might wanna use a pencil. I was using a pen and the pen left, you know, a really dark line behind. So if you don't care, that's fine, but it looks a little neater with a pencil. Okay, so remember, this one's the top. Now I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna cut this out and then T for top, B for bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do some more cutting and I'll just do that off camera so I can be really careful. Okay, so I've got that cut out and I'm gonna use actually like an X-Acto knife or maybe I'll use I have tiny little craft scissors. So I'm gonna cut this out. I have to do that off camera. And then once I do that, I'm gonna trace that onto, I'm gonna use the cutout to trace it in the lower one, the bottom one, and then I'll cut that one out as well. So I'll be back in a second. So now I have my top, my bottom. This should fit right in here perfectly. And everything should line up. Now it might not be, you know, totally precise, but it should be pretty close. And then we just start gluing everything together. Why isn't it working? What's going on? Do I have this upside down? What is going on? Okay, so I think we're ready to start gluing. We need to take this cellophane off and pop the gum out of there. And that's really it. Let me turn on my hot glue gun and we'll finish it up. Okay, so you want to glue all around the edges and then give it a few minutes to dry. And then we'll add the foam. Okay, that's pretty much it. We're gonna add some finishing touches to make it super duper cute. But yeah, isn't that fun? And it is very, very satisfying. So to finish it up, I'm going to cut some strips from my scrap foam and add a line of glue and then add the foam. Just like a little line of the green foam to finish it off. So I'll do that and then I'll show you what that looks like. And then we need to add a face. We need to add a little teeny tiny face. Okay, I used one of my small Play-Doh cutters and I traced Dippy's eyes, and then I traced inside like this to do like the pupils, and I'm gonna go get some paint and a marker. I need to make this white and this black and then these teeny tiny little dots white, and then draw some eyebrows and eyelashes. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, use some white acrylic paint. Next I'm gonna use a black Sharpie. Okay, we're getting close, so I have to wait for the white paint to dry and then I can outline the eye, do the eyelashes, and then the little white dot. Oh my goodness. Okay, all finished, and I think she turned out so cute. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon.